big in Tokyo. I wanna be big in Tokyo. Big in Tokyo. I wanna be big in Tokyo. Big in Tokyo. I wanna be big in Tokyo. Big in Tokyo. I wanna be big in Tokyo. Drink all the sake I want. Read all the manga I want. Wear all the babe that I want. Buy all the J's that I want. Be with any girl that I want. Drive any car that I want. I'm always out of the country. I'm sorry if I ain't home. If the money ain't calling, I never answer my phone. You can see the flow in my chakra. All we smoke is homegrown. You know the boy love ramen. Probably sipping on miso. I know a spot that has shield. I got a spot that has deals. Wait till I get a kimono. I'ma swag it out in my dojo. Some girls are asking for a photo. I guess this happens in Kyoto. When you young and popping in Kyoto. I ball with all of my nakamas. I dance with all of my nakamas. I drink with all of my nakamas, yeah. I only listen to Cole. I touch down with peace. Hiro isekai, shinara irekai. You are my enemy, you are no friend of me. You covered in jealousy, we only drink Hennessy. Big in Tokyo, I wanna be big in Tokyo. Big in Tokyo, I wanna be big in Tokyo. Big in Tokyo, I wanna be big in Tokyo. Big in Tokyo, I wanna be big in Tokyo. When I got money, you know it. When you got money, you blow it. How much you caught me a rollie? I'm living like Zach and Cody.
What's happening, people? What's up, clan? What's up, chief? I watched that new Vash the Stampede anime. The 2013 one. I saw it yesterday. 2 days ago. I watched it 2 days ago. Um, yeah. So basically, I don't know. I'm probably just talk for like an hour, or however long this takes, and I'm probably gonna go to bed because I'm bored. I was hungover. This Sunday is mid. I was playing on the Steam Deck, but it got too hot right now. It definitely gets hot. We got to do something about that. I'm gonna have to get the dock going. But yeah. What's going on, man? Now I had some questions about Trigun. I need a Trigun expert in the chat secretly. Or someone who at least watched or read it that remembers it decently, because I got some questions. Because Simi secretly ruined the flow that I had, because I was just gonna read it right after I'd seen it when I came home. Because I do that sometimes. You'd be surprised. Like I'll watch something with the homies, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just read from when we left off and see how I feel about it. And I did that. I was gonna do that twice this week. It was good. I'm good, man. Can't complain. I had a good night yesterday. I was hungover this morning, so I'm just kind of like, nah. Sunday was kind of mid. I was just in bed, honestly. I didn't do nothing today. But I thought the anime was cool. Like I didn't think it was bad or anything. The problem that I had with the anime was literally that I don't trust it. I'm like, I know Millie's not there. I don't know if Millie's a character that comes later. What's up, Abdel? What's poppin', G? I know Millie's not there. So I'm thinking to myself like, hey yo, wait, who's this Meryl girl? I think she's part of it too. So like my problem was how accurate were they in representing the old material and this material from the manga? I don't know if it's a manga first or an anime first for Trigun, but I wasn't sure how faithful they were being. That's like the problem that I had. So yeah, you read manga? No, I don't. But I read one. No, I watched one. I watched a manga. I watched a manga and I read an anime, bro. I read the anime, dog. Even though it was in English, I read it. There's no subtitles. I was reading the anime. But yeah, I have a mild interest in Trigun now. Like I want to go back and read it and watch it, but Simi told me the scans are trash and terrible. And I can't subject to myself to that purposely because I found that with screens getting better and more high definition, it hurts more now to see bad scans on a like 4K screen or something. Like I was looking at an old BBM screenshot from the BlackBerry phone on my TV, and I said, "Oh my god, my eyes are bleeding, fam. My eyes are bleeding. Oh my god, it hurts to look at. It's like the piss paint JoJo scans for part 5 or 4 way back in the day. The Dwang, what a beautiful Dwang scans. You know what I'm saying? Wish I could speak on it, but I'm watching it right now. I'm on episode 8 of what Trigun Stampede. Who's my favorite character? Ooh. Well, there. I don't know if this. I don't know if this guy's a real character in the show or whatever. But it was. I don't know. Probably Knives. But that wasn't like because I thought he was great. It was just like I don't know. Probably Knives or the male reporter, the guy who's always drinking out his flask so far. Because I think there's only one season, so we're supposed to keep going. So I kind of look at this akin to how I look at the Devilman Crybaby. Like there's like a modern retelling of something really old, I suppose. But but yeah, technically isn't subtitles reading. I know, but I actually watched it in English. Johnny Young Bosch was playing Vash. I like Johnny Young Bosch. So, and my friend likes to watch it in English. I wasn't at my house. I was at my friend's house. So basically, yesterday I went to watch Champions. We watched Champions, then we watched Trigun, then I went to watch the fight. Right, it's Saturday, right? I must watch the. Then I went to watch UFC. I missed a couple of the beginning cards because we were watching Trigun, but then we went to watch the fight, and then I came home like late. So wish I could speak on. Wait, wait, Trigun, the '98 one. No, I watched the newest one. Trigun manga is great. I have the final volume of Trigun Maximum. The ending is so good. Okay, so like you know about Trigun because like I have some questions. I don't know if I think I'll just end up reading it. I'm probably not gonna watch that old anime. I might watch a clip or something, but I don't think I'll end up watching it. But I have a question because I want to know how accurate this anime was kind of being. I'm not trying to spoil nobody, but like I need to know this one thing in particular because while I don't think it's inherently a good or bad thing, it is the thing that frustrated me the most about Trigun Stampede. Is Vash in the actual like um what the hell was I gonna say? I don't know. I don't. How do I want to word this? Like, okay, Vash is like a super pacifist, right? You know what I'm saying? How come you guys are all getting ads? Wait, what? How do I? I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that back off then, because that's kind of crazy. Okay, hear me now. Okay. No, I was saying like, okay, so in like in the show, Vash is a pacifist. Like he goes so out his way not to take any lives that I'd argue he actually puts all factions in danger, and he does the thing like you want to say if you stand for everything, you fall for everything or something like that. Where like for me, it's like he's trying so hard to do everything. Like I'm gonna save the baby. I'm gonna talk to my brother and make sure that he's not going crazy. I'm also gonna stop the bombs from falling out the sky. And because he tries to do everything, he fails to do anything a lot of the times. Simi, I kind of asked Simi this in a chat. Simi said he's kind of like Kenshin with Gintoki's personality a little bit with the no killing thing, and I'm okay with him not being a no kill like the no killing rule. But it's just like I really think he makes so many situations worse. And I thought when the guy with the fucking the cross gun, was his name Wolf, something Wolf? They called him the Punisher or the Undertaker or something. And I'm like, well, he just bodies people. So I'm thinking, oh, I get it. Pacifist killer. We're gonna have an interesting Wolfwood. We're have an interesting dynamic. And like I didn't really get it in the show. Maybe it happens more later. But but yeah, I would say just based off the 12 episodes that I saw of Trigun the Stampede, I think Vash is very fucking annoying. I don't like him at all. I can't stand him. I cannot fucking stand him. I could not roll with that guy. I could not par with him. I would not get along with him. I would not want him to walk around me. Not because I think plants are weird or whatever. I just like, bro, holy fuck, like we, you gotta make a decision at some point. So I think he's annoying. That's just me though. Um, Well, right now, Trigun. I'll talk about the other one that I watched in a second. Sometimes a person just needs a punch in the face. Yeah, the interaction between both of them is a big part of the story. Vash has reasons to stick with it. I mean, I'm not knocking it. I think he can do something interesting. What I'm basically criticizing is so far with the 12 episode anime, they haven't done anything interesting with it. Like he just annoyingly like, no, don't kill, no, why? Oh, I can save everybody, please, no. Ah! And I'm like, shut up, you're fucking annoying. Like you're not doing nothing, you're just running around. And like I guess part of it is my what's up, Al? Part of it I would admit is like my own perception. I thought Vash was probably like I don't know what I expected. I wasn't expecting no like Hulk to no Ken or nothing, but I didn't think he was like a more happy go lucky goofy character. I like that he's a little goofy. I always like that. It's not a problem. But I didn't like he had this gun, like he's a stampede or Vash the whirlwind, the typhoons. I'm like, oh yo, he be shooting. He don't kill nobody. Like he really was still trying to even talk his brother out of it. And that nigga just pulled up to a village, murked everybody, almost murked a pregnant lady, took their plant, their literal life source, and he's like, why are you doing this? I'm like, he's not listening to you. He's not, you cannot reason with him. You need to put him in the dirt. That's the only option. Bro, I can't kill. I'm like, oh my god, like easily the only part of the show that pissed me off. Like, oh my god, turn this nigga off, bro. So, anyways, yeah. Trigun Stampede is a remake of the old one, keeping the setting, themes, and main points, but the story's not the same. I figured that. That's why I was asking the question. Like, I don't think they were. I don't know how accurate they were being to the source material, how faithful they were being to things that came before it. That's why I wanted to have. That's really why I went live. I'm like, I know they tricked me, so I want to go kind of read the original. Gunsling badass mode. I don't know what that is. I didn't see that yet. If that's the thing, that's why I watched the original before watching remakes. It wasn't even like I wasn't. I didn't like be like, you know what I want to do today? I want to watch Trigun. I went to my friend's house and he had it on, and he was like 10 minutes in. I'm like, just pull it back to the beginning, and we just watched it. Just happened like that. Sometimes I just end up watching shit like that. It wasn't me making an executive decision to try out Trigun, or else I would have read it. And the reason that I didn't read it right after, like I was planning to, was because Simi showed me the scans. I'm like, I'm not reading that shit. He told me the 4K scans are coming out soon, so just wait. I'm like, bro, I'm not going back. I'm not hurting my eyes to read that. I'm not doing it. I tried to start watching the first episode, but I got to know with how Mara was acting and gave up. Fair enough. What is I talking about? Trigun. Then read. Watching Bleach, I gotta ask, who let Renji cook? I don't know. I don't watch Bleach. So yeah. Yeah, I would have read it immediately, but I don't know. I hope my flow doesn't get interrupted because the other anime that I watched, I ended up reading from where we left off, and I finished it. It was an easy read. I admit that like I went speed run mode, but yeah, the other anime that I watched that week was I think it's called The Legendary Hero is Dead. Where like there's like demons in the Hell Gate or whatever, and then like the legendary hero like saved the world 3 years ago, and then I was like, hey, wait a minute. and then, then the legendary hero dies from a regular pitfall trap, and the MC is just a perverted like radish farmer. So yeah. Anyways, busy, but you on my phone. All right, I appreciate you. Sup? About bad translations. I like Ratchet's character because he knows what he's doing is fucking stupid, but he does it anyway, and it's reason for it are explored in the manga. I believe you. I believe the manga will do a better job of it. I didn't like it in the anime. I'm trying to be very clear. I'm not trying to roast Trigun or Vash. I'm just talking about the 12 episodes of the new nigga anime I watched, and the whole time I'm watching it, like, I don't believe in y'all. I don't believe. I know y'all butchering something. Because one thing that I knew from early was there's like character supposed to be named called like Meryl, not Meryl, Millie. I didn't see Millie. So yeah. But yeah, I'm sorry. As of right now, I don't like Vash. So hopefully, when I end up reading it, maybe 'cause I heard it's not long. So it's not long. I'll get through it. Hopefully, I like him a lot better. So yeah. So I want to ask you how is Knives? How's Knives in the show? Like in the old is Knives like a menace still? And tell me the accuracy of this backstory. I'll try to explain it as best as I can. Um, they removed her entirely. Then for Wolfram, my insurance queens, they made some big changes. Yeah, I mean, he looks even his arm, like how he designed him, is a little different. Like it's very similar, but they took a couple of creative differences. Like even the metallic arm he has looks a little different. His hair is somewhat styled differently. His glasses are similar, but I argue they're like bigger and they don't hang as low. They don't hang as low. I think they have the zigzag in the middle stuff too in the mole and everything. And his jacket is more like a jacket and less trench coaty with the raggedy part at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Knives is still a menace. Okay, so is the backstory essentially that they're like half humans, half plants in some like space colony thing? Maybe because it's supposed to be more seasons, so it's only 12 episodes, only first season. Maybe they'll do more. And like the brother Knives is like, hey, yo, plant life, nigga, fuck humans, plants. And he did some shit, he blew it up, but like Vash was an accomplice by giving him some type of coordinates or something. And like the mother figure that Vash really liked ended up dying there. And then now it's like laughing as shit was blowing up, people were dying, and then he's like, "Fuck humans, plants are the go." And Vash feeling guilty for how he caused destruction to the planet or whatever, basically spent 100 and something years trying to atone, and that's why he doesn't kill and all those things. So in the show, Vash can like talk. I guess he could communicate with the plants. Like when he puts his like head to the glass, they like bloom into a like woman and like talk to him, and it turns blue. And I think the brother, the knives, it turns red. I don't know if it's making sense to anybody. I don't know. I don't know if it's making sense to anybody. But the plants are like what humans need to live. They make like water and power and electricity and light and all kind of shit like that. And yeah, I don't know. Then the wolf guy was a kid in some orphanage and he got experimented on. Then he turned to a big nigga and then they gave him a cross gun and said go murder people. There's worms. Worms are like the life forms under the sand or some shit. And the worms are like, should I side with the plants or the humans? I don't know. Trigon Stampede had the author helping and reviewing the whole process. The team actually were very worried about making it something he liked. One of the producers did an interview the Trash Taste podcast and talked about it. They went ham on the world building. I think it looks good. Like I like the animation. That's probably why I watched it. I thought the animation style was different and interesting. But anyways, we'll see. We'll see if I like read or watch it or anything of the sort. Shout out to Trigun, but yeah, I would go. Yeah, Meryl was annoying. I actually think Meryl's the worst character. I actually hate her more than I dislike Vash. Then I'll go Vash. My favorite character was probably the drunk guy reporter. Even though they didn't write nothing, they just went around doing a bunch of nothing. Then I'd probably go with Knives. But I can't say there's a character that I really liked like that. Like yo, but Knives was like Knives is like motivation in the show. I understood it. So he was like the character. He's a character, even though he was like a demon and a menace, and obviously off his rocker. I kind of felt like he made the most sense, and at least he stuck by his ideals. So I don't know if there's other villains in like because like there's like two Trigun manga, like the Maximum or some shit or something. I don't remember, but we'll see. Now the other thing that I watched that I had a good time, like I said earlier, it was the legendary hero is dead. So in the world, like I said, demons exist. There's monsters or whatever. There's the gates of hell, and basically like a perverted loser man, just like he's like a radish farmer, I guess. He likes thighs. He likes to put stocking on thighs. Long story short, he accidentally kills like the strongest hero of all time, and then gets like necromanced into his body, like a decaying body. If you have mana, it wouldn't decay or whatever. And now he has to be a legendary hero, but doesn't really want to do it. And he's not particularly strong. He's just an asshole and a pervert. And I actually thought they did a lot of clever things with that anime. I thought it was pretty clever up to the eighth. I think I watched up to episode like 9. I think we watched, and then I read from there, and that's fun. I'm really not here being like, yo, amazing, 10 out of 10. I'm like, I just laughed. I had fun. There was titty. There was thigh. I was moved. Because I don't even like harems like that. Because it became a harem. And I was just like, oh shit. But yeah, that was interesting. Interesting show. Interesting read. I don't know if anyone here has ever read it or watched it, but I had a fun time with that. Of course you. If it's any comfort, the reason I didn't watch was because I didn't like how Meryl's personality was shown in the first episode. No, she was insufferable the whole time, like easily. She was very bad. She was awful. Besides the potential Trigun read, what was the last manga you read purely because you felt like the anime didn't do a good enough job. I if I got into Trigun on my own like I initially planned, Trigun. There's two series I can tell you by this point in my life. There's no reason for you not to have already read or watched them. That's Trigun and The Legend of the Galactic Heroes. Just me being an asshole and being lazy. Same thing with like the last Evangelion movie and shit like that, where it took me so long to watch it. Sometimes I just don't get around to it. Sometimes I just need to be in the mood for anime and manga, and I can't say that in the last 3 years that mood hits me often. It doesn't. I hadn't even read One Piece since May 12th because Zelda came on. I didn't care, right? It's just I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting old and shit, and I care about other shit more. But there is definitely some anime that I've watched, and I'm like, I don't find that the Devilman Crybaby. When I watched Devilman Crybaby, I went back and I read the original Devilman. I read like a bunch of them. Devilman, there's like a couple spin-offs and stuff like that. There was Devilman Lady. So I go with Devilman. Because obviously that's like a more modern take. Like that's cell phones. I'm like, all right, I need like the original OG. So I'll say Devilman's one of them. There's got to be more. I can't think of it at the top of my head. No, I no. See, Shauna was a light novel. No, I read the light novel after. I've seen random pages of that manga. It looks to be absolute degeneracy. It is. It is. It is. Absolutely. It is. The dude is just. I don't know. I just thought it was. I thought it was clever enough for me to keep going. And it's one of those things where they don't talk a lot, so just easy to read. But I won't lie to you. I was in speed running mode. I wasn't like, oh, let me meticulously break down, look at every. I was just scrolling down for the most part. Wait, you're not caught up on One Piece? No, I watched. I'm caught up now. I caught up on Friday. I'm caught up on Friday. But my point was, until then, I wasn't like there. And I don't know. I feel like you guys. I think what happened was interesting. I'm intrigued, but I don't know if they went crazy. I don't know. I think we're overdoing it. But I hear you. Have you seen any Gundam? Oh man, Mecha. Yeah, I've seen Gundam Seed Destiny, Gundam Wing. Is that it? Iron Blooded Orphans. I think that's it for Gundam. Yeah, I think that's it. I feel like there might be one missing. Shout out to Mula Flaga. It's a raw ass name. Mula Flaga is a clean fucking name, bro. I I I used to say Mula Flaga for no reason. Oh shit. Galactic Heroes is on my list. Haven't heard a lot of people talk about it. Yeah, it's long. I don't want to watch all these fucking episodes. Still liking that JoJo Land. Wait, was there a new chapter that I missed or something? No, it's early in the doing month. But yeah, Joe Line's hitting. It's going crazy. Hey, I'm a very lore starved reader. The exposition was some good shit for me. I'm not a lore or world building person, so that's probably where the disconnect is happening. I'm a character merchant. I like characters. And the second thing that's the most important to me is generally the central plot or subplots. That's kind of the order for me when it comes to storytelling and narratives. But I care about the most characters, plots slash subplots. I don't. I'm not a lore whore or a world building merchant. Nothing wrong with being one. I'm just saying that's not me. I don't care. And I think a lot of series that people herald as like kings of world building aren't that good at world building. So that's just me. But yeah, first of all, Simi, I've watched and read a lot of mecha stuff. It's just not my forte. I came around eventually. It took but the gateway for me was Topa Tengen Gurren Lagann. I think the second mecha anime I ever got into was Evangelion. Yeah, because I don't even like it in like English. Like I don't care about Autobots and, and Transformers and like it don't move me like that. But there's always a story here and there that I really like. Oh, Code Geass was second. Then it was Evangelion. That's why I'm like, damn, pay attention to what he said. They don't pay attention, man. It's okay. Some of them are, you know what I'm saying? They may have not heard me say that. I don't know how often I talk about Mecha. I don't know how to talk about it. I think I've only ever watched Code Geass and Gurren Lagann. No, I've seen my fair share. I tried that one. What's that one re zero? Not re zero. There was that one with the fucking girl with the pink hair. I tried to, but I fell asleep like 2 episodes in and never bothered again. Uh, I think Gurren Lagann is still like my favorites of all time. So yeah, I agree with you. AOT is secretly Mecha. The gateway to Mecha anime for me was Attack on Titan. Right. Mecha are never really about the mecha. Yeah, it's usually about Darling in the Franks. Yeah, yeah, there we go. Yeah, that wasn't moving me. Flesh mecha. Flesh zombie mechas, man. That's exactly what they was. Secretly deep down inside. Is that it for me? I know I've seen more. Well, I've read like Mech Cadet U, but that's a Boom Studio comic book. Um, I feel like Glam wanted me to read like some type of Transformers run. I don't know though. I don't know what you know. Did I ever tell you this? I don't know if I ever told you one thing that pisses me off about anybody in a robot or in a machine. I can't. I can't explain why it frustrates me to no end, but I have to do this for anyone who doesn't see. Okay, the human body could only do so much, but I understand like adrenaline and being in danger and stuff that give you the capability to exceed 100%, exceed your limits. You will pay for it later, but you can exceed for it. Okay. Yo, ain't nothing pissed me off more than someone in the machine, right? And let's say they thrust the thing forward and it's 100%. And you're like, you pushing the fucking thing harder is not gonna make it go any further. It's not gonna go any faster. You have already reached the limit of how far it can go. Your thrust is at 100%. It cannot go 110. Why you yelling? Oh, pushing it harder. It's not going to make the robot go any faster. I hate that shit so. I don't know why it pisses me off. They do it everywhere I see it. They'll be like, ah! I'm like, what do you do? It's not gonna get stronger because you're yelling and pushing it further. Is at its maximum capacity. I I don't know why I hate that shit. It bothers me so much. I see it all the time. And I go, if you literally did this, same result. Piss me off. The Anime Friends one of my first animes. It's not good, but I really liked it. At least you can admit that. Dalek and the Frank should show the reactions was funny to watch. Speaking of comics, I read the first episode of Monsters today. The art is immaculate. I just saw it before I went live. I was gonna tweet at you after, but I told you Marjorie and Takeda, elite duo, can't go wrong. Her artwork is amazing, and you're in for a ride, man. Because Monstrous is a trip. Monstrous is one of the greatest ongoing things that I'm reading, and I'm saying this, and I mean it. It's on the level of Kubera. Didn't say it's better. Didn't say I like it more. That's a decision everyone can make for themselves. But it's on that level. That's how good it is. Monstrous is fucking amazing. Where was I? Speaking, not talking about you especially, but I'll never get this argument. People not liking mecha just because robots is more political than anything else. It is more political, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it is about mecha that I seems to be like a universal thing. Some people really have to either you like it or you don't. I think I came around in 2013. Like if it's good, it's good. I'll watch it, but it's not. I don't seek it out. You might have to convince me to watch a mecha. I've seen the first Pacific Rim. That's the one when they combine in the thing and then they move in unison to make the big thing fight the kaiju. I never saw the second one. I think the second one has John Boyega. I didn't see the second one. Gross. Y'all speaking in a lot of generals in here. Uh, yeah, I mean, good mecha either about character, drama, or politics, or both. Laugh my fucking ass off. It's tiring to go. It's trying to go more miles per hour when you're max speed. There's a mecha manga I read that I liked a lot called Break Blade. I know it has an anime, but never saw it. Okay, damn. Okay, now I'm hyped. Yeah, yeah. You're in for a ride, man. It's a really good thing. Planet of Planet of is a mecha sorta, and the Spirit Circle, Biscuit, and the Hammer author. I don't know if I know what that is. I thought you meant Plans Nets, that one fucking movie I watched and shit, the anime film. Favorite mainstream comic? I don't know. What's a mainstream comic at this point? I'm so out the loop. I've been so out the loop since like 2015. I've been an indie nigga since like 2015. My favorite independent comic book that's completed is East to West. East to West. Ongoing is monstrous, but there's a lot of good ones. I even think Mechadek is good. Fuck, I really like Tokyo Ghost by Rick Remender. Yeah, but I'd probably go with that. As far as mainstream goes, I don't want to go with Alex Ross. That's too easy. Is it a Superman one? Maybe maybe one of the Jonathan Hickman Fantastic Four runs. I gotta think about that one. But then again, I don't know how. No, Jonathan Hickman Fantastic Four runs is well known. Is well known. I don't know if X-23's Innocent Lost counts because that's big too. Marvel. If that counts, I'll go with Innocent Lost. Innocent Lost is my favorite kind of like superhero backstory with Laura Kinney. That shit changed my life when I read it the first time. Random manga I like is Breaker, very good manga. Feel it. I love the author Mizukami Satoshi. Oh, Planet With, correct? It's criminal that you only got Hoshino Samidare anime recently, and such a low budget voice acting was still great though. I used to be an anime guy. I used to watch a bunch of movies. I used to know all the voice actors and everything, and now I'm just washed up, man. Shit. I, I wish people could understand how washed I really am. I'm so done for. I'm cooked. I got like 3 years left. I don't do nothing. I just watched Trigun. Like I'm not a serious person. Like I just watched Trigun. And then my dumbass watched the legendary hero is dead. I'm not a serious person. Power Rangers, Vision of Escaflowne technically mecha. Is Digimon mecha? I don't know Digimon mecha. I don't think so. I would consider Digimon more of a creature collection monster tamer. I don't watch I never watched. I didn't like. I don't like Power Rangers. Never watched that shit growing up. I wasn't a Power Rangers or what's it called, Toku. That wasn't for me. I didn't like it. I thought it was stupid when I was younger. They be doing all these fucking poses and doing all this shit with their hands. I'm like, this shit is fucking dumb. I did not watch that shit. When did it? They my friends forced me to come to that Power Rangers reboot movie, and I hated it. I hated that fucking movie. I hated every second I was there. It was awful. I wanted to do anything else. Hold on, Encanto, right? Yeah, all right. Same here. I'm literally planning on watching shows from your blog I haven't seen yet. That's the right answer. Go ahead. I did get my friend to download Wako Kozake and Oshiete or Please Tell Me Galko-chan. I hope he likes them. Sentai is definitely not mecha. Stop this madness. Oh, he has Sengoku Yoko. That's great too from Mizukami. Yeah, Sentai. So even if so, I think they're making that connection to me because some of them are robotic or metallic like, and I think maybe they're like, you see, it's everyone like is like, oh, that one character in the game had a gun. It's a shooter. you, know, you know how some of them are, man. You know how it goes. It's a shooter because that character has a gun. It's like it's a hack and slash, man. Or something. I feel like I could come up with a better mainstream. But I don't. You know what though? I don't like the death of Superman that much, but I actually do kind of like the reign of the Superman. That's pretty well known, but I don't know how many of you guys were around for that. I wasn't. That's crazy. I was not alive in the 1980s, but yeah, I like the reign of the Superman. When Superman came out with the mullet, he had the black suit on to get more sun. You got Steel and Eradicator, everyone going crazy out here. That was fun. Cyborg, you know what I'm saying? I like that. I don't know how much I like how they redid it with the new 52 like art style and shit in the recently, but the fight with Doomsday was crazy. Superman and Doomsday were scrapping. That shit was clean. I used one of it for my openings when he came above the clouds with the Machete song. Come on now. I watched the movie. How I read the comics. Feel it. Oh man. But yeah, we'll see, man. I wanna like Vash. I do. I just he gotta put some bullets in some niggas' heads, man. Or I wouldn't complain if he got the job done every time. That's the problem. I witnessed him fail too many times trying to save everyone and do every possible good thing he can. I'm like, if you can get it done, I will not argue. But you don't have the results, my boy. So I can't give you credit. I can't give you credit. I can't do it. I can't do that. I can't do it. You know what I'm talking about, blood. So yeah. But you're gonna enjoy Monstrous, man. I actually gotta catch up. I think I'm a chapter behind, all things considered. I think I have to read one chapter, but I usually always reread it before I read a new chapter anyway, so go on my shelf and read it. If you want anything else by her, there's the Tangaroot Palace. That's a novel, a short story like novel type thing. The Night Eaters. Night Eaters are another thing they worked on. In terms of Marvel, they worked on Target X together. That's X-23, kind of when she meets Wolverine, her I guess you could say in a lot of ways biological father. But yeah, man, Marjorie Liu and Sana Takeda, I think are one of the best duos in comic books right now. They're so good. I haven't really seen them miss. I'm very impressed by them. So I think I don't. I feel like Remender has worked with Wes Craig twice, but maybe I'm making that up. But Remender works well with a lot of people. Did he need to do with Wes? I think it's something else. I think so. Is it Deadly Class? I think what's the other? No, maybe it's just Deadly Class. I gotta look that up. Gotcha. I gotta check out their other works. Yeah, whatever. Monstrous is still I think the best thing they've put out, but yeah, that's just if you care. Like if you care about X-23, I would check out Target X after you read Innocence Lost. But if that's not the character you care about, it doesn't matter. And for anyone who's wondering who I'm talking about, if you're not really a comic book person, I'm talking about the girl from Logan, the claws and stuff. That's like the bastardization of what they did for the character because I didn't like what they did with her. I need Enos lost. Loki missed the lockdown period, literally drinking anime and manga. Now I struggle to get even 4 episodes of anime every other day. Um, no, you're right. I got through so much backlog of gaming, watching, and reading for the most part during the first couple of like months of the pandemic, for sure. But Ned, hey, yo, but the older I got, the I would like I started to fall out in love with like no, that's I'm gonna misspeak if I say it that way. I'll always care about all my hobbies and like I really like wait Twitch ads are the spawn of the devil. Oh man, I clicked one thing so they would run ads for me automatically because I forget I do not click the ad button manually. So I just like did that. But if it's making you guys sit through 5 ads, even though I need the money, I'll just try to make sure I do it manually. I'll try to remember. Just kind of remind me every once in a while. Then, if you guys remind me, it'll be fun. I'm not making you guys sit through 5 ads that I get 50% of anyways. They take half the money anyways, so I'm not gonna make you guys suffer through that. So I'll change it back after. That's my bad, y'all. I didn't know it was gonna be doing all that. I was like automatically do it for me. What fuck was I saying? What was I saying? Oh, we were talking about struggling to read, watch. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just kind of get. I think what happens at some point of the year, I get the itch or the urge to do something. Like I feel like reading 80 comics in 2 weeks. Okay, now I don't do that no more. Okay, for some reason I want to remember like last year I reread like Reborn. Like I just had a little manga phase and it died. End of last year, beginning of this year, I was playing hella games and I ended with Chain Echoes and I died until Breath of the Wild came out. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how it is with me. Sometimes the urge or the motivation hits me, but it's so fleeting. And if I don't get it done then and there, it won't get done. And that's what happened with like the Legendary Heroes Dead. I watched 8 episodes with my friend. We had a good time. Then I was walking home reading it, and then like I kind of read it in the night, and then I woke up, finished it off, and then I was like, all right, that was pretty fun. I think it's broken. I think it's broken. Sub people shouldn't be getting ads anyway. Really, Bezos got to get more money for his bald head shine. Okay, yes, yeah, I heard if you, yeah, if you're subscribed, you're not supposed to get because you're already paying subscription fee. The idea is that if you're not a subscriber, you're paying by running rolling ads. I don't know, man. I kind of skimmed the terms of services today because I heard there's some shit going on, but it might be time for Kick. It might be time for Kick streaming. I don't know. We'll see what happens. The biggest problem I almost have with a lot of these platforms, I just show up, I do a thing, and I leave. It's probably about time I properly studied these platforms and go through all their terms of services and how payment works, everything. Because I didn't even know Twitch took 50% of ads and subscription revenue. So what? So when they changed that, like you couldn't, I don't know if they changed it back or whatnot, but they were saying you couldn't run your own sponsorships. I'm like, so how supposed to get paid? You take half of everything. So now I know why everybody was pissed off. But I'm not a good streamer. I'm just here, man. Just here. So I'll try to do better. I'll try to do better. I don't. I same thing with YouTube. One day Jay's like the algorithm and this, and you fucked up your algorithm because you do 5 different videos a week. Stick the Tower of God. I'm like, all right, damn. Because I just record a video. I'm like, hey, whoever watches it. What can I do? Because to me, and for my channel, how many views I get is actually not indicative of how clickbaity or good my thumbnail or how great the video is. There's videos, I promise you, I rolled out of bed. I was like, all right, yo, Trauma Ray, is he traumatized? And I'll put it out, and that shit has like 3.8K views. And there's videos I put a week into 300 views. So I don't know what I'm doing. I just post and I go. But I'll take it more seriously at some point. I don't know. I'll be tired, man. I work 3 jobs. What do you guys want from my life? I'll be tired. I'm old. Ah. Apparently, Kick doesn't have an OBS Streamlabs plugin yet. I don't know if that's true or not. Oh, so what? You have to stream off their thingy? We allowed to talk about the last weeks in TOG chapter? Um, I don't know if anyone else. I don't know if you're spoiling anybody else. Can you just wait till tomorrow when I read the new chapter on Monday? Just wait till tomorrow. But actually, whatever. Do what you want. Do what you want, man. I'm not gonna police your speech. Live your life, bro. But yeah, the Gustang, and Trauma are going crazy, man. I hope we'll see what happens with that. We'll see what happens. What's the last thing I wanted to say? What else did I? No, it was just Trigun, and it was just Legendary Heroes Dead. But recently, I had watched Eternal Unicorn Warriors Eternal Unicorns. It's a new Gennady show. The guy who made Samurai Jack, the Clone Wars, not the 3D Clone Wars, the 2D Clone Wars, and Primal. It's his new show about warriors that are reincarnated to fight evil. I watched something called Hell of a Boss. I think it's a spin-off or part of the universe of a show with what the fuck is it called? It's a show with Satan's daughter. And it had a pilot. Why can't I remember what it's called? Has Been Hotel? That sounds right. I think Has Been Hotel. We did that. We watched a couple of Danhua. I think I told you about watching. I think the day we did that Danhua stream, we talked about Green Snake and Nezha Reborn and stuff like that. I watched Peacemaker. That was fun. And I watched episode 1 of The Idol. Same with me. I spent 5 minutes on one video, 400K views. I spent 2 weeks on another, less than 10K. Yeah, I understand, bro. Like sometimes I'm just like I like if I could figure out what consistently worked, I would probably replicate it. But I swear to God, there's no consistency in my life on my channel. I never know what videos. There's some videos that I'm like, damn, no one liked this video. I go back like a year later and I'm like, what the fuck? Like retroactively, it got a lot. There was a video that I was so proud of called Aguero. I think it was like Aguero smarter than Rachel, I think I was comparing Aguero and Shabisu's intelligence, and I was so sad that no one really watched it. But I checked back one day, it was like north of like 1K. I'm like, oh, y'all were just late, or maybe like the recommendations did something for me. I don't know. I don't know how this shit works. Hell of a Boss sounds familiar. Yeah, it's the the demon cartoon where they like murder like sinners and they take like hit jobs and shit. Naya, I gotta ask you as a fellow Korra fan, who was the better firebender, Aang or Korra? Um, I've always thought that Korra was the better physical combatant from a bending standpoint, but Aang was better spiritually and more of a people person, and because of his pacifist nature, um, that kind of like looks good for like what he does as an avatar. I've always thought Korra was probably stronger, a little more physically capable than he can, but not with airbending. I think he's a better airbender. So I'd go with Korra because Korra can bend all three elements as a child. That's my take. Now, granted, I haven't continued reading the Korra comics past Turf Wars, so if anything that's happened to make that different, I don't know. But that would be my answer. Analytics and search terms and all that, something. But what you just said, like, I do not pay attention to all that stuff. I just go. So, so yeah, I gotta figure out. Cause I will say like at one point I know people were coming because most of the videos I was making was about trauma rate. There's a lot of trauma rate intrigue. But what's hurting me right now is literally the way that Line Webtoons or whatever Naver has set this shit up. By the time like there's like 400 people who are actually like waiting for the officials. Everyone else is like caught up with us. We're all like 10 weeks ahead. So by time like, even me, I'm like I don't even know what chapter I'm putting out today. What chapter is this? Oh, what? It, he just beat Ran? Like we've been past Ran, Tierra going crazy, Mate, Zamzam. Like we're so far ahead of that. It's like it's hard to be excited about something when we're like, bro, we're seeing family heads. But back then at that point, like yeah, it's hard. So I'm trying to figure something out. I want to at least put out one or two videos a week where I'm vague about it, but I put some spoiler warnings so I can talk about the latest chapter because this is getting ridiculous. It's not fun. I hate this shit. I'm in a group chat with other content creators and I can't say a goddamn thing. They be talking about Ren, and I'm like I can't say shit because only like me and Milios and I think Ryzen were like all the way caught up or whatever. I think Aang was more aesthetically the more aesthetically pleasing bender. He looked cool doing that shit. I think that's fair. Man, I have to go after those Avatar comics, but I'm too lazy. Well, what do I have them handy? Do I have them nearby? Because I actually think at the very least if you haven't read the comics that take place in between after last airbender towards Korra, you're missing so much fucking important information. This is why I have a problem debating or talking with some people about certain things because some of the things they complain about I'm like bro it's in the fucking comic book. If you would just read it, it's so trash they never resolved the story with Zuko's mom. Bro, wait, this is the last man. Shout to France. I don't have them all on me, but like, bro, read the damn comic, and you will know what happened with Zuko's mother. I'm tired of these niggas. I'm tired of them. Oh, how did she learn how to metal bend better? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bro, if you just read the comic, you will see how she started the metal bending school. I am sick and tired of this. These comic books are so fucking good to the point that I think maybe they should just animate this instead of trying something different. But that's just me. The core comics, I wasn't. They weren't hitting. Cause I loved it, bro. The shit with Cole's mom. Oh my lord, that shit was moving me, fam, tremendously. Thank you, cause these Aang stands are getting on my nerves. I think Korra's inferior to every commander, but they just hate. But Korra is one of those things that people just hate on needlessly, and I think we can all admit this. I think we all know this deep down. If a bunch of pretentious, uppity, snobby, snarky, like booktuber type essay video type people make a bunch of long essay form videos about why something's bad. Most people will think it's bad because they're not smart enough to think for themselves. I do not think Legend of Korra is perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but these guys talk about it like it is the most trash garbage show they've ever seen. There's nothing good about it, and I'm not interested in that. They just hate on Korra. They hate on Korra. I'm not. And I again, the first one of the first articles that I ever wrote that really, really, really blew up was me doing a contrast and comparison of The Last Airbender versus Korra. That's one of that was the first good video I ever made. I stand by that. Like a good video because I was at the time my first year, second year, I never made a video like that was long. That wasn't like a podcast type video. That was the first like 17-minute video I edited, and I was so proud of myself. So yeah, or some of the Ang ones. Don't remember where I stopped. There's a couple. I think they're still ongoing secretly, but yeah. Oh, and there's the Avatar Kyoshi novel that I highly recommend. I think it's really, really good. I know I've seen at least the Zukomam one and the creation of that city became Republic City. Okay, okay. A little true. I need the promise and the search. I gotta read the Rift. Only thing I actually let me not spoil that. I have to see if the comics were ever brought here. I'm not optimistic. Might have to use unofficial search if that's why I got demotivated. Yeah, just go to readcomics.to. Make sure your ad block and shit is on, and just read it there. If you ever get an opportunity to like support it after the fact, just do that. I don't think you should stress about all that kind of stuff. Like I definitely for comics more so because of the industry not doing so super well. But there's so many things that I read online that I buy after. Like I read Deadly Class like online, and then I'm like, I really like these, and I have every single volume. I have all 12 volumes. It's all good. I just have this exact conversation how they trash Sword Art Online. By no means is it the zenith of anime storytelling, but the way they were ragging on it on a pretty standard show was wild. Yeah, it's just sometimes it's cool to hate on something. It's cool to hate on Korra, or it's like you're on the inside to hate on Korra. If you defend Korra or genuinely like it and think it's like super dope and solid, you are like in the minority. They can't objectively dislike something. I haven't watched Korra yet. Well, when you get around to it, let me know. I also just find Korra more fun. Um, do you guys want me to go through my breakdown? I secretly want to make you guys watch the video, so I don't have to explain it. But something about the older videos that I've made, I hate hearing myself talk. But I can kind of like give you my breakdown of how I feel about it. I have to feel with the two. Noted. SIU isn't overhyped though. Niggas hate SAO a lot. Hey, that's the Black Swordsman, Kirito, right? His name Kirito. How long have you been into anime? That thing was way too much when it was launching. I never forgiven myself for bandwagoning, hating Mashima greatness. Oh, Fairy Tail. I was definitely a Rave Master hater, but Fairy Tail's like, hold on. And I was like, I don't know, but the thoughts are hitting, so I'm here for it. SA is decent until decent. The writer can get better, but I do think the idea is good. All right, hold on a second. I need to check one thing because I always forget this. That's the world out there. Okay, Reki Kawahara, right? That's the guy who made the Sword Art Online because Axel World, I like. I like Axel World. I I know Haru is a bitch ass nigga. If it's bear with me. But Kuroyuki Hime, I don't know why she like it, but I don't know. I heard it's like a prequel or a sequel or something like that. But like I like Axel World. I couldn't get into Sword Art Online. I don't hate. I have no opinion of it because I seen like 6 episodes. I haven't really watched it. I just know people hate on it. But I like the Axel World. I can't hold you. I enjoy what I read and I enjoy what I watched. I don't give a fuck. I'm the opposite. I prefer Raidmaster to Fairy Tail. That's fair. I don't know. I don't like Raidmaster. I don't know. I gotta try Eden Zero one of these days. One of those days I'm gonna read Fairy Tail just for the fan service. Fair. If it wasn't for Studio Mirror. Wait, it wasn't for Studio Core. Might have been better for Studio what? Because they tried to like shut them down. Nickelodeon, you had to go online. There was that because originally it was supposed to only be one season, one book. I think it was just Spirits or whatever it was. You're gonna SAO real. Have you read any Eden Zero yet, Naya? I remember you said you would eventually check it out. No, I didn't. I didn't not yet. You know what? I did the same mistake I always make. Oh, wait till there's a couple more chapters, and I look back. I'm like, there's a lot of chapters. I'll get to it. Eden Zero is coming out a bit better. Okay, let me kind of give you guys. I might just read this secretly or just kind of go through. But give me a second. Blurs. All right. Oh my God, look at me. When did I write this article, man? When did I write this fucking article? What year is this? I thought it would tell me. Hmm. Wow. I think it was 2016 though. But anyways, right? I'm gonna read this. This is my article, man. This is the first article I made that I was so proud of. So it's called the last. It's called Last Airbender vs Legend of Korra. The Avatar series is a popular American TV show that consists of two different series: Avatar: The Last Airbender and Avatar: The Legend of Korra. The series created by Michael Dante DiMartino and Brian. I cannot pronounce his last name. Coney something. The Last Airbender aired from 2005 to 2008 and was 3 seasons long with a total episode count of 61. The Legend of Korra was 4 seasons, 52 episodes, and aired from 2012 to 2014. It's a very popular, well received series that got a horribly adapted live action movie, several video games, and graphic novels. Avatar is an Asian influenced world with surreal creatures and people from foreign nations who have the ability to bend. Bending, simply put, is the ability to create, manipulate, and influence the movement of the four elements: air, water, earth, or fire. What makes Avatar special is that the Avatar is the only built being, who can bend all four elements. There are fortunately much more deeper and complicated. I say unfortunately, there are fortunately much more deeper and complicated aspects to the Avatar, like how when one dies, the Avatar is reincarnated. See as this is the contrast and comparison of the two completed series. It's safe to assume you're here for that, not a recap. We'll be comparing the differences and similarities pertaining to the show's two main characters and supporting cast, storytelling, action, animation. Let's jump right in. Mashima is a goat mangaka. He can have four anime. That's your first series. Yeah, he's a hard worker. I could probably just put this on the screen and make myself a little smaller too, just so you can see. This might help a little bit. Might just help just a little bit, just a little bit. Oh yeah, man. This is what's on the come up, yo. I was trying to become somebody. I was trying to write out here, writing, editing, getting my portfolio up. But yeah. Anyways, uh, where was I? So the Last Airbender is divided into 3 seasons, yet has one focused overarching plot: defeat Firelord Ozai and bring back balance to the world. Because of this more focused nature, the story and subplots flow together, creating a better sense of continuity between the seasons. Core was originally meant to be a single season, but was extended to four. Each season has a different antagonist and tackles a completely different theme. The main four were communism, theocracy, anarchism, and fascism. It is interesting to note while Aang was not as powerful as Korra off the bat, his story was primarily focused on getting powerful enough to defeat Ozai. Korra had all the muscle she can flex, but her story was never really about needing more power. It was about her growing mentally, spiritually, and having her ideals consistently challenged. Each season was something different for Korra. This offers two styles of storytelling: one central plot for 61 episodes versus a different plot for each per season. Who's to say which one is better? So the first thing I compared was the format. The 4 seasons different. You tackle something different every season, as opposed to one stop Firelord Ozai or stop Sozin's Comet. So I want, and to me that is a preference. Whichever one you like more is whatever you like more. I don't think one is inherently better or worse than the other, right? You misspoke. Think of Nickelodeon Studio Mirror the Goat. Yeah, that's what I figured you meant. Mirrors raw. Um, the Legend of Korra, for obvious reasons, has better animation and action sequences. With the experience from the last Airbender and more money in their budget, they were able to improve on the visuals. Much this makes this why I'm clear though. More money does not mean more money is not the only indicator, but they did make a lot of money from Last Airbender. I want to make that clear. It's still competency, pre-production schedule, having a good team, and people who are good at the job, who care about it. They're able to make improve the visuals, much better cinematography, choreographed fights, smoother and cleaner animation. Not to say that Airbender's animation is bad; it was great for its time, even. But the Legend of Korra looks so much better. One very interesting bit is the tale of Avatar One. The visual aesthetics use inked wash paintings and wood block chips to capture and properly convey that this was a much older time period. Korra versus Unalak and Korra versus Zahir was breathtaking battles that leave an impressionable impact on the viewers, such crisp, awesome, and fluid fights. And there's like the Avatar 1 pick. I don't feel like reading all this secretly. I'm gonna have to. Okay, what did I say here? This is where I talk about the characters. Both series have some great characters in them, but the cast of Last Airbender is better than Korra's. The only thing I could say about Legend of Korra's had over the Last Airbenders character wise was the antagonists, more depth and purpose. The various Fire Nation captains and soldiers were more or less just following what they've been taught. Ozai, while menacing, is a I wouldn't go terrible villain anymore. He serves his purpose, but I don't think he's very interesting. I wouldn't work. I was a lot more. I don't know. I don't know. When I was younger, I felt stronger about stuff like this. But now I would say it's not that Ozai's bad. I would say Ozai is just not that interesting. I kind of see Ozai the way I see Rob Lucci. Rob Lucci's for his backstory, he's an assassin. He makes sense, but I don't think he's fun necessarily. Like Kaku is kind of funny and fun. He's square and shit. Yui Kumadori, like I have a little more fun with them. So yeah. Avatar arc was amazing. Visually, 100% agreed. All right, thank you. I'm trying. I mean, Azula is a great villain, functional. So, anyways, he's just doing this because my grandfather and father were doing it, so why not? Azula, however, was a great antagonist. She's incredibly powerful, merciless, and fierce. But what you really have is a damaged little girl trying to be recognized and loved by her parents. She wants to be praised by her father and always felt her mother hated her. Korra had some bad villains, namely Amon and Unalaq. Amon was actually great until the season finale, which I blame the writing more than I blame the character himself. I used to do this thing. This is still like a creative team problem. I don't know why I used to do that, but you always say it's not Zoro's fault, it's Oda's fault. I used to think like that back in the day. I don't really think that anymore. Unalaq was not even remotely interesting, was pretty much as a face and a vessel for Vatu. Zahira and Kuvira were phenomenal, and while I wasn't a fan of how the conflict with Kuvira ended, she was a great character herself. Zahira was probably the best antagonist in the Avatar series, mainly because he offered a refreshing new type of antithesis to the main protagonist in a lot of ways, and in a lot of ways he defeated character. I still stand by that. I think Zahir is the best villain in the Avatar series to date. Kuvira wasn't bad, but I believe that I don't hate the ending of Legend of Korra. I hate how the literal conflict with Kuvira ends. Because like, if you to me, if you were willing to do some of the things you're willing to do, I don't think you could have been talked out of it. You had to get beaten. So yeah, I like Azula a lot. Armand scared me till that reveal. Facts. But that bloodline is crazy with the blood bending. Okay, the overall cast of The Last Airbender is much better though, especially the supporting cast and minor characters. Aang's Team Avatar is vastly superior and more interesting than Korra's Team Avatar. Tenzin and Lin had the most to offer for the most part, while Bolin and Milo were the comic relief characters. Asami and Mako just weren't interesting characters in the slightest. The love triangle between her, Korra, and Mako felt forced too. Toph, Aru, Katara, and Sokka were all much more memorable while being better characters. Each one of them has their own personal struggle and reason for being a part of this war. Their goals and motivations line up with their actions. Not to mention their chemistry is just so much better than the non-existent chemistry of Team Korra. Even the run-of-the-mill characters you didn't see often had lasting appeal. Remember Foaming Mouth guy? I said classic. I put classic. Who do I think I am? I used to write with so much condescension and pompousness. Yeah, I'm such a fool. No, I'm just kind of explaining my thoughts on like the comparison. This is my article. I'm trying to see that if I think the same, but I'm basically, because we're talking about Avatar, I'm talking about like which aspects of each series I think is better. So I talked about the format. I'm talking about the main characters, the main cast, the animation, and things of that nature. So I'm just going through that. If I base your expectations on only what you blind yourself to the possibility in reality, I say shit in my sleep. Emptied void, become wind. The Last Airbender is a story of Aang, a 12-year-old airbender who's the Avatar. He ran away from his responsibilities when he learned what he was. He ended up falling into the ocean during a bad storm and encased himself in ice to save his life. This resulted in him being suspended in animation for 100 years. He also did not age during that time. The world needed Aang because the Fire Nation for an entire century had been waging war against the world. It's a story of responsibility, friendship, and redemption. Aang must defeat the Fire Lord before he conquers the world and make up for the years the world thought he was dead. Aang is free as the wind. He's naive, fun-loving, and values peace. He's from the air nomads, thus is a practitioner of pacifism. This is shown throughout the course of the series as Aang tends to prefer to try and talk things out and rarely picks fights. The fights come to him and is usually on the defensive when he tries to subdue his foes without hurting them. Aang was an airbending prodigy, having become a master at the age of 12, but was also very powerful spiritually. But underneath Aang's seemingly carefree exterior lays the burden of how of seeing how much pain and suffering the world went because he wasn't there for 100 years. He wasn't there when the world needed him most. In addition to that, the first nation the Fire Nation wiped out was the Air Nomads. That means Aang lost all his people and future generation of airbenders. Aang was the last airbender in the world. The sequel, so this is why I'm talking about the difference of style here. Legend of Korra is the avatar after Aang, and she's a waterbender. Korra struggles and trials in Avatar differ greatly from Aang, as she has to stop and deal with various different world problems. This is the world of Avatar 70 years after the end of Last Airbender, primarily taking place in Republic City, a city where normal people and benders from all nations live together. After training for years on a secluded island to master three elements, Korra sets off to the city to learn airbending. Korra, on the other hand, is almost the complete opposite of Aang. She's assertive, headstrong, stubborn, and quick to pick a fight. Her aggressive nature causes her to attack and fight people without fully understanding the situation and possible ramifications. Korra was a prodigious avatar, having mastered three elements by 17 and having been able to bend three of them without training. She's powerful, fierce, and talented physically, but suffers from being bad spiritually. Korra was ignorant to the world around her, having been secluded from it for 13 years, and is trying to find her place. Under the defiant nature is a girl who has trouble controlling her emotions and is eager to help the world's avatar, but doesn't fully understand how. I think I'm almost done. Oh my god, no, I'm not. I'll be talking. Fuck this. The avatar's supposed to. Yo, y'all read the rest of this, man. I'm tired of reading this. I don't want to read no more. But yeah, they both good though. They all have their strengths and weaknesses. They both good. No, I'm not reading no more. I'm tired. I don't want to read no more of this shit. I don't. I don't. I don't know how I'm. But yeah, that was a 17-minute video. Yeah, because I just read what I wrote for the most part. Yeah, yeah. I'm not reading all that. But yeah, if y'all want to read it, here you go, man. Or if you want the video, I'll post the video in a second too. But I'll just post it in the chat if anyone cares. Or entertain me with her meatheadness. Yo, Korra versus Zahir was crazy, bro. And I don't care. I like Cosmic Korra, which was in the Tree of Time, which became big. She had to fuck it. That shit was gas. I was in there. I like it. I like it. It's very good. But I have so much love for Avatar. It's one of my all-time favorite things, man. Like for real. Where's me at? Naya Naya SD, Naya and Minx. I think I used a Z. Why did this turn fucking so bright? Mm. I don't know why this turned bright. I just got a jump scared by an ad. 3 ads. Fuck up Bezos. I gotta fix that because my understanding is if you're subscribed, I gotta change it. I forgot what I clicked though. I don't remember what I clicked. I just wanted them to run ads for me automatically because I forgot to do them manually. That's all I wanted. I promise. I would not want to sit through 500 ads, bro. That's just mad annoying. I got the Blu-rays for both series. I need to run through them. Definitely also want to get a chance to peep the comics, and I think you would really like the Avatar Kyoshi. The Avatar Kyoshi novel really blew me away. I did not expect it to be that good. I really was like that. I could say that, and the Ahsoka Tano novel really shocked me. I'm like, these were actually like really good. Like I'm like super shocked. Oh, look at me. When you put Nia D Hemmings, Kubera pops up. Interesting. Interesting. What's it? Avatar versus Korra. That's that's Avatar versus Korra makes no sense. They're both avatars. It's cool. It's not your fault. No, I feel bad because I don't want to ruin your watching experience. You know what I'm saying? It's super annoying. I might have to run back the conversation. All right, I gotta go to my fucking playlist. My playlist, I guess. Jesus Christ, or just videos in general. I really want to slap Bezos on his bald ass head. I heard someone said that they theorized that why Twitch is trying to self implode is so that Amazon leaves, or apparently Amazon doesn't want to be there anymore. I have no idea. I be forgetting Amazon and all this shit is all owned by the same people. It's so annoying. Super duper annoying. Were there any Inter Milan fans in the chat that were sad about the result? By the way, just curious. Lukaka? Just wondering. City got the treble, man. I don't think Roger was man of the match. I know why he got it, but I would have given it to Stones probably. Or Ederson secretly. I think Ederson saved their fucking ass. That's just me though. Oh my god, I'm 5 years down, bro. That's so crazy. I'm gonna show you guys what I think I've done this before, but yeah, just damn, like I really Jesus Christ. I've been here for like 5 years now. I think I'm on my fifth year, but that's kind of wild to me. I'm pretty sure it's one of the first videos I made, isn't it? What do you mean unresponsive? Don't do this. Just wait. Work. I can't refresh it. Cause if I refresh it, I'm not gonna find what I'm looking for. Oh, there we go. Not a fan of either, but New City would win. Oh yeah, it was. I had no emotional investment in the game like that. Like I have an agenda I'm trying to push, so I wanted City to win for my agenda for agenda's sake. But it was one of those games where I was watching as a neutral. There it is. There it is. That's a good ass video, man. I'm very proud of that one. So yeah, if you wanted the video form, there you go. There you go. Okay. Yeah, I used to make a lot of Monogatari videos, but was nobody watching them really. I was like, I guess I'll just stop. Boku no Hero Academy versus the Natsu no Taizai, adapting an iconic fight. I remember this video. I was really mad because the all for one battle with All Might was fire, and a Scanner versus Estarossa was super mid. I said, "Yo, I'm so fucking sad." Gosu, Jesus. This is when I used to make fucking Noblesse videos too. Some of my early fucking Tower God shit. God damn. The Manga Heads podcast. Yeah, I forgot. Anyways. Soundtrack for Bow Slap? Absolutely. Oh, I've come around. I haven't listened to Into the Spider Verse soundtrack and Across the Spider Verse soundtrack again. You guys are right. Into the Spider Verse, from top to bottom, has a better soundtrack. It does. I still like Across the Spider Verse OST, and I still like a lot of the songs on it. But I agree with y'all. I'm having listened to both of them pretty recently. So that Koi Luray song, is it Koi Luray, Koi, whatever? That she was sliding on Self Love, bro. I love that song. She was sliding, G. She was going kind of crazy. You heard me? So, but yeah, I think that's all I got. That's all I have. I think I just watched Across the Spider Verse yesterday. Can't wait for the third movie. Yep, March for Beyond the Spider Verse. I'm just telling y'all, believe in my guy Miguel. He gonna come around, man. He gonna come around. I still need to listen to a bit more for Across, but Into is better still. I kind of I understand why people a lot of people made that decision way too fast in my opinion. I need a couple of days, but like, I'm like okay, I get it. But Sunflower wasn't my favorite song though. I still need to listen to a bit more of I disagree for you. Across Spider Verse soundtrack it's way harder for me. Fair enough. I still need to watch Across Spider Verse. YouTube keep trying to spoil me. That's one of those things that's such a cultural hit that everyone just loves. It's super hard to avoid. So it's kind of like you gotta watch it early or just accept that you're gonna get spoiled. Like I would argue Infinity War was like a movie like that everyone just loved universally. So if you went online, you were going to see it. YouTube articles and mainstream, the whatever they're all talking about it. So I saw it the day before it came out, and then I saw it after it came out. So, but this was the only movie I've wanted to see since the last Spider-Man movie. Every other movie that I've gone to the theater to see for the most part was against my will, or I didn't really want to, or didn't really care. I'm not a movie watcher. I'm not a theater guy. I don't go to the theater. I don't care about watching the movie in IMAX or what's the other shit they be calling it. I don't know, man. There's all kinds of names for this shit. I don't be caring. Mhm. All right. Let me my boy wants to do something. Give me 10 minutes. YouTube is crazy, bro. Niggas be uploading spoilers and the shit. They're actually unhinged because the day after I saw it, they're like explaining the last scene in Spider Verse, and I'm like, where did you get this? Yo, someone just record. Like, you guys are actually wild. Like, I've seen gifs and things from all parts of the movie because niggas just recorded that shit. I don't know. That shit is kind of wild. It is kind of wild. See, I watch movies alone all the time though. Like I watched Moana alone and I had a great time. I was going to watch Into the Spider Verse alone, but I hit my one boy up like, "Yo, you free right now? Like, you trying to watch this movie?" He's like, "Oh yeah, it came out today." And like within an hour, we're at the theater. So yeah, but I do a lot of shit alone. I'm a lone wolf. I'm a loser. I'm alone. I'm a loner. I just be alone all the time. I'll just be doing my own thing. So like it's bad because I go to the like to eat alone sometimes, and I feel like the waiters feel bad for me. Like, you don't have to talk to me. Go away. Never watch Raya? You mean Raya and the Last Dragon? Yes, actually, I did watch that. I thought it was fine. Thought it was fine. Um, they was fighting. They was fighting. Why do I remember like the last dragons, and like the different clans? Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. I like Encanto more. I don't like the more recent like kind of movies like that. And Encanto was probably the one I liked the most. I like that movie. That was fun. That was pretty good. I didn't like Coco that much, honestly. I don't hate it. I just don't like it as everyone else did. But you guys know I'm a Moana nigga. That's my shit. And the first Incredibles. I think Incredibles 2 is fucking trash. Actually, I don't know if it's trash. I don't even remember it. It's so like I think what pissed me off is I waited so long for an Incredible sequel and there was no time skip. And I'm like, if you're gonna do like go like the day after you beat the mole nigga or whatever and Syndrome, you should have made this movie way earlier. I waited 20 years for the movie to take like a day after what happened. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. I can't. I hate this. I didn't like it. I didn't like the movie. I remember it that well, but I didn't like it. I didn't fucking like it. Incredibles is cooked. I only ever watch it when I'm going with friends, family. I really want to. I'd rather just watch it at home usually. I hear you. I put the straw hat on. Yes, I like that fight. I like that movie for Edna. That's it. I don't even remember who Edna is. I'm sorry. I'm trash. But I know she's fighting the other bitch. And they were scrapping. Her sword kind of crazy too. So Incredibles 2 definitely supporting. The second I saw it as a direct contribution, I was salty as hell. I didn't even know when I went in, I think. I don't remember if I knew or not, but I was like, bro, I don't get a time. I don't get no time. I don't get to see Teenage Dash or Violet in college or none of that. I said, this is mid. Why did it take so long? It wasn't even that good. Edna is the uniform. Oh, wait. Sorry. You're talking about Edna Mode. I thought you were talking about Edna from. I thought you were talking about The Last Dragon. I'm sorry. No, Edna Mode. Sorry. Yes. My fault. Edna Mode. My bad. I thought there's a character named Edna in The Last Dragon in Raya. I thought you were talking about that. But yeah. Yeah. Link up. Link up. Edna Mode. No gips. No gips. That's when people started questioning if our capes raw. I never forget that. 'Cause even I was like, capes kind of dangerous. You just get that man got pulled by I said the turbulence, the spinning turbine shit in the fucking airplane. Whew, that's rough. That was rough, man. It truly was. All right, man. They not Clark Kent now. See, Clark would just fuck the plane up though. If the plane would just blow, you'd be fine. You have to fuck you like shit. You gotta land the plane properly. But all right, that's all for today. We'll be back tomorrow. Tower God Kubera, obviously. I say give or take 3 p.m., 3:30. I don't know. When I get home, I don't like waiting until 6 no more because I want to get it done early and sleep. So yeah, see y'all tomorrow. I'm gonna go hang out with my boy a little bit and then probably go to bed. One blood, one blood, one blood, one blood, one blood. One blood, blah blah. Yes, Simi, blah blah blah. You know, Simi, you doing that reminded me last night. Me and my friend, there's a UFC real quick. There's a UFC sound effect they always do that kills me. That me and my friend always make with the piano when it goes ding 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 ding. We're doing that shit all night. Ding 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 ding. It's UFC is Simi's favorite. He loves the circus. You know what I'm saying? He really, look, go to Simi right now and tell that nigga how much you love Dana White. He loves Dana White. Joe Rogan is his favorite comedian. He loves that shit. All right, yo, I'm out of here. Yo, go show Simi some love with Joe Rogan love.